Happy Friday! What's happening, social media? It's Greg Fry, and the weeks are flying by. So what happened in the social media world this week? Well, I must confess, it's been a mad busy week, and I've got lots of reading to do on my phone over the weekend, so hopefully I haven't missed anything big. But on today's show, LinkedIn is removing organic page feed or page updates from your news feed. I don't think they are, but we're all worried that that's happening. We'll discuss that. Facebook Sets is being tested. We've known about this for a while, but essentially it's Facebook's assault on Pinterest, not Snapchat for a change. Instagram and each announces a cool feature for Instagram Live to everybody, and LinkedIn gets more intelligent with giving you recommendations of how you should respond to messages and all that. And yes, some cool tool of the week, which I haven't thought up yet. Crikey, I better think something up quick. Anyway, let's jump into it. So last week we said that Facebook had rolled out Explore, the Explore feed to Facebook desktop. We've had it on our mobile phones already, and this is essentially a dual feed. So it's another feed that we can access on our mobile phones and desktop computers, where Facebook will recommend other stories and things that it thinks that we're going to be interested in from pages we don't even follow. And it's kind of an interesting feed. Cool. And it's kind of no mystery that it appears that Facebook is essentially trying to build two feeds. When you think about it, it's a bit like RT1 deciding one day, you know what we should do? We should create two channels. So essentially it's created a dual feed for us to consume content on. This is the new Explore feed. Brilliant. And actually there's some pretty cool stuff on it. Okay, no big drama there. But then it was announced, or certainly found out this week, that Facebook has started to test removing organic posts from business pages from people's news feed in a select number of countries. So they're testing removing all organic business updates, decluttering people's personal news feed. Now, I believe there's still ads there, but essentially it's removing all businesses' organic reach from newsfeed. Now, the countries that are being tested, I think there's Guatemala, I think we have Bolivia and Slovakia. So it's not in Ireland or likely to be in the US. It's not in the US, it's not in Australia, and it's not in the UK. So this is only a test, people, so let's not panic. But essentially they're testing the idea that maybe people don't want to see that content, and the organic business post updates should go in this new Explore field. So possibly removing your organic business post update and putting it in the Explore feed. That seems to be what they're testing. And people are freaking out because at the end of the day, if I'm not now paying for Facebook ads, heck, I'm going to be invisible. But is it that bad, really? It's kind of scary. And number one, Facebook have said, this is a test. This is all. We're doing nothing. We're just testing this out to see what people's experiences are. And ultimately, for years, people have been telling Facebook they're sick of seeing all this updates, these things from companies that they're not interested in. Yes, they may have liked your page 6 months ago, but they're getting tired of being pushed company update after company update, and they have been losing fans and followers to other social media platforms. So they're maybe showing more of your friends' stuff in a news feed. So it may be a good thing. And heck, if they can get people to actually spend time on the Explore feed, a bit like RT1, getting people to watch RT2 as well, maybe they've they've done something that may actually create a good user experience. So this is only a test, but that's essentially what they're looking to do. Now, we've known for a long time that Facebook has said we've run out of advertising space. So what they're very cleverly doing at the moment is they're actually building new advertising opportunities for them to actually sell ads in. So I don't think there's ads yet in the Explore feed, but we've got the new feed, ads there. We've got the less cluttered news feed if they ever did remove business page updates, which they haven't said they're going to, but if they did, again, that possibly could invite itself for more advertising space. We've also mentioned that Facebook stories have rolled out to business pages, or are rolling out to business pages now. Again, possible more opportunities for ads, and Facebook Messenger possibilities for Facebook ads. So they're building certainly more ad real estate. So let's not panic just yet. Our organic reach is pretty slim as it is as a business page, but it's not going to zero quite yet. But just bearing in mind that's something that they're testing. Houston, this is only a test. So that was the big news this week. Is Facebook going to remove our Facebook business posts from people's news feeds and giving us zero reach in those places? We'll wait and see. What else is on today's show? Quite some time ago, I was reporting that Facebook were looking at it was really, I think I call it Facebook boards. So essentially the ability for us to create boards on Facebook and share those boards with our friends. So they've said, I think it was end of last week, they said that they have started testing Facebook sets with a number of Facebook users. And Facebook sets, not a million bit different, or not too different from Pinterest boards, allow you to name your set, add photographs, videos, links, posts and comments, and literally couple things together into a set, and even invite your friends to contribute to that set. So if I wanted to plan a holiday, heck, we used to do that in Pinterest, didn't we? I would be able to create a set, add some links to a few places, a couple of videos of some waterfalls, and literally invite my friends to contribute to that set so we plan our holiday. It's very Pinterest boardy, but essentially Facebook sets, they've been going on about it for quite some time, appear to be moving one step further to being rolled out to us all. So it kind of makes perfect sense. I think the hardcore Pinterest people will probably still use Pinterest. It sounds a bit like Twitter Moments as well, but I think Facebook sets makes perfect sense, and apparently would be something that would be very much focused again on your personal profile. So Facebook sets is starting to get rolled out, so we may see that very, very soon. What else? LinkedIn. LinkedIn's, I suppose you'd call it, they're upping their AI or their artificial intelligence game in being able to predict the response that you want to send someone on LinkedIn Messenger. So if someone sends you a message, LinkedIn is now trying to understand what that message is and recommending an appropriate response, giving you options. So yes, I'd love to meet for coffee, what time suits, or no, I wouldn't, or I'm busy, or whatever. So essentially it's creating a bunch of, I suppose, intelligent responses to questions based on what people are saying. So it's starting to understand us a little bit more. Now I think the danger for me with all of this kind of these generic responses that we're seeing machines throwing up for us to press buttons and just respond very quickly, is very often those generic responses lack that bit of personality. So what I would say is, if LinkedIn starts recommending a response to you, and it's a good response, and you're out and about on your mobile phone, and you're quite busy, by all means use the technology, but maybe, just maybe, try to take the generic response that it's serving you up and just personalize it ever so slightly to make it more humane or human or real. I think that's what I was trying to say. Just make it goddamn real, because we'll get tired of the very generic responses very quickly. But it's amazing that LinkedIn is now starting to understand the messages that we're receiving. And scary, of course, very scary. The last bit of news I have for you for this week is our friends Instagram. And this is something that they were rolling out weeks ago, but they've apparently done it for everyone. When I go live on Instagram now, I will have an option, just like I do on Facebook, I will have an option of actually inviting someone to join my live stream video. So this is cool, and it's probably very, very suitable to the audience that Instagram has. So I go live on this show talking about something, and maybe I'm saying something. Mark Zuckerberg said something, and I'm able to literally click at the bottom of the screen and invite Mark Zuckerberg in to discuss what we're discussing on the weekly What's Happening social media show. So it's going to give us the ability to invite people into our live stream on Instagram. And what's very cool about that from a live video perspective is people love to participate. They do, and they feel so much more part of something if they've had a chance to participate in it. So rather than leave a little question down below in the comments section, someone can literally be pulled in to literally smile and take part in the live stream event and ask the question live. We could always as well invite people and experts onto our live stream show that live far, far, far away. Jamie Oliver, he could be in Peru. I could be a food blogger going live. I'm buddies with Jamie. I could invite him in to my live stream on Instagram to talk to him how he's getting on in Peru. So it's a cool feature. It certainly needs to be thought about and planned and executed well, but it's a nice feature to be able to add people into a live video. So Instagram has rolled that capacity out to everyone this week. Wow. That's it. It's been a whirlwind this week. That's all for this week, except I usually give you a tool of the week, a website of the week, a something of the week that you may not have heard of before that might be interesting for you. And I went live before I thought about what I would recommend. Rookie mistake. So the site I want you to look at this week is a site called DrumUp. So it's DrumUp, DRUMUP.io. So drumup.io, and essentially what it is, you tell it what kind of content that you're looking for, and essentially it will build a whole series of content recommendations of great content that you can share on the web. It's specifically good for Twitter. So particularly good. So if you tweet but you don't want to create the content all the time, it will literally feed you emails and even allow you to schedule content directly from the DrumUp application, so you can push out cool, interesting content without doing all the work. So this week's cool tool or website is drumup.io. So for me, Greg Fry, have a fantastic weekend. It's a long weekend in Ireland, woohoo! But have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.